Happy New Year, people. Hope you are all good. Simon Taylor here from the Trading Masters, as you know. This is the first time that I've been on the charts since the beginning of Christmas. Let's let some fresh air in. So, yes, it's I've literally spent no time on the charts, and this is the first time I am on the charts. So, yeah, fresh. I thought I'd do this on purpose. This is completely fresh. This is me checking over Bitcoin, any altcoin trade setups that we can see. I just thought as I come on the charts, look for some fresh, basically to beat next week because it's Sunday today, Monday tomorrow. I want to beat everything I can. So when I wake up early tomorrow, everything's already set out nicely. So I've done my full Bitcoin analysis. So yeah, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. This is going to be an extremely amazing year for absolutely everybody, especially the guys in our community and you guys that watch my updates as well. I'm going to be doing these more. I'm going to be really pushing in to give you guys complete and utter value. A lot of you guys, a lot of the time, are just wondering what's going on in the chart. So I'm going to be pretty much getting on my YouTube on a daily basis if I can, as and when I'm on the charts, just to share my insights. So let's get to the charts. That's enough talking. Let's have a look at what Bitcoin is doing. So like I say, I've had 2 weeks off the charts. So I'm loving this. I know some of you guys love this because you're getting to see what's in my brain in the way I'm looking at the charts. So Bitcoin, first things first, let's get the higher term time frame levels sorted. Let's get rid of some of this rubbish. Perfect. 12 hour, 8 hour, fantastic. And let's see what's going on. Let's move them. And let's get some higher term time frame levels on the chart. So let's see if we got any fresh monthlies. No, we well, yes, we've got one up here, but it's not a fresh one. I'm going to keep things local. I'm not really interested in 114 yet. I'm going to keep things highly local. So there's no monthly. So what I'm looking for is anywhere around this area here. I don't want anything else. I need something around this area. So let's have a look, see if we've got any weekly levels. No, we haven't. So we had this one here. It's been traveled through. This one here traveled through. Nothing there. Continuation, nothing there. So no weekly levels. Let's get some dailies on the go. I know I'll have some dailies. So brilliant. So we've got a nice daily level here. This is the way I come to the charts. I check. Basically, I go from the bird's eye view macro perspective first, and then I move into the more micro, localized levels, timeframes. That's what I'm looking at. So I've got a daily there. Handy for me to know. I did put some updates on just before Christmas as well. So we have got some outstanding trades from them. But I'm going to start completely fresh as if you guys have never watched one of my YouTube videos before. Right, okay. So that daily's been hit. So no daily there. We've got a nice daily there, though. Nice. Let's put that on there. So we're getting a bit of a feel for this range. Straight away, I can see I've got this range here that I'm interested in. And I always say trade the range until it breaks. So I've got a nice daily level here as well. That's resistance. I'm marking out my resistance and my support. Yeah, been tapped, no good. Been tapped, no good. We've got one up here at 106. Again, not really interested in that. I'm keeping it localized because I'm looking for a day trade for tomorrow that may, well, tomorrow moving into next week, that may turn into a swing trade. Right, okay. So let's get some naked points of controls on the go as well. Right, let's move to the 4 hour because that's where I get my best hits. Great. No monthlies tapped, monthly tapped, monthly tapped. I do use order flow software, but for the live, I like to keep it all on one screen. Great. So we've got any weeklies? Yeah. So basically, this is great. So we're on Sunday. We've got 7 o'clock UK time now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 hours, and we will have a weekly close. A weekly close. So let me just go back to the weekly a moment. Yeah, so if that's the case, that will be a weekly level. So I'm going to put the weekly level here. Unless we get a massive sell-off right now, that to me is looking like a decent level. So I've got a lot of confluence already building up here, and I can already see a trade before one's even appeared, because that's the way I'm looking at it. So this is a weekly naked point of control that I'm interested in, which is nice. But what I'll do is weekly point of control. I'll move that to the left. So I've got two, got the weekly level there, support level, and that one there as well, which is good. Let's look for some daily naked points of controls. Do let me know where you guys are tuning in from as well in the comments. I do like to read the comments afterwards, and I will reply personally. So yes, do let us know on all of my social media. Whatever you're watching on, whether you're watching this on replay, do let me know. It's good to make contact. It's good to know that I'm speaking to other human beings. I'm an interactive guy. I need to know you're out there, people. So what we've got here is daily naked point of control there at 90K. I'm liking this 87K area here. That's the only daily naked points of controls we've got. We've got more resistance up here. So that's good. That one there, we can put a daily naked point of control here. So I'm setting out a schematic. Ready for the week ahead. Back to the 3-day chart. Okay, so this is nice. Over to the 8-hour, liking this. So what we've got here on the 8-hour, I'll move on to the money flow in a minute on the alpha. But for now, let me draw a bit of a range. First things first, I'm going to draw a parallel channel from the bottom of here. That's my first bit. I want to mark out my 0.75 levels that I absolutely love. Still trading within this range. So I'm going to bring that over to here as well, so we can see support. I talked about this just before Christmas, just before we broke up. And I said, we've come down into here, support, gone through, back down to here to find the support here. So we're now ranging. 0.75 consolidation around there, 0.25 nicely. So I've already talked about this, 0.25 around here. So these 0.25 levels are pretty handy and I'm liking them. Next thing I want to do is take a volume profile of this particular range here as we entered the range here. So I like that. So that's showing me where the volume is in this particular range. It's showing me where my value area low is, my value area high, and these are levels that I can work with in order to plot out my trades. So let's make that nice and big. Let's get rid of that. Let's just have a little bit of an analysis right now, so I can see that I've got some good resistance here. We've just hit the value area high and rejected. Fine. Could there be an SFP of the SFP, swing failure pattern? Potentially. You've created a high here. Great. Could we come up for some liquidity here to take the high, hit these levels here before then returning down here? That's what I'm potentially looking at. So we're either going to come down into this level here to hit the weekly level, along with the weekly MPOC, along with the daily naked daily support level, along with the range point of control. That will be nice. So there's quite a lot of levels here to get a nice bounce off to then work our way up. And it's also the 50 of this particular value of this particular range here that we're operating in as well. So this is the way I'm looking at it now. So there's two trades for me, two easy trades for me. First of all, I'm going to take from the value area high all the way up to the top of here. That's a 3% box. So that's nice. So what I'll probably do is I'll set out a zone from here. Nice. I'll go to there. That's my short zone. Remember the beginning of the zone. These are my zones that I'm personally interested in trading. No financial advice. This is just for your education and entertainment purposes only. Well, that's my short area. My long area, I'm not yet. I have got a trade that is set up at the bottom of this particular range. We've got one around the 80K. We've got one around the 84K of this 0.75. This 0.25. We've got an area here set up already. We've got an area here set up. We've got an area down around the 75K mark. All longs nicely set up with great confluence as well. But for the Monday weekly open, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at let's have a look. So if we go from this weekly area here all the way down to here, 3% onto that daily. Lovely. I'm liking that. Next area for me, of course, will definitely be a long zone here. Boom. They're my two areas. They're my two areas. You can get the prices from the right-hand side. Again, I'm not here to give you financial advice, but we're looking to the 87 to 85K region here because we've got some fantastic confluence. This is before I've even added the fib levels on, the Fibonacci levels. So let me have a look. If I go from the bottom of here to the top of here, we get the master levels up. Great. So we've got some golden channels, some platinum channels in the 702 nicely. Yeah, that's got enough levels in it for me to be pleased with anyway. And I will trade these bad boys. In terms of stop losses, I'm thinking the stop loss needs to be, so if I put it, if that's the top end of the dollar cost average zone, yeah, I'm looking 2.3%. I'm looking above this wick here. So that'll be where I look for the potential short on this bad boy. So yeah, that's a nice stop loss area just there. Nice and easy. And we need a stop loss for this long, which is pretty obvious, really. So we'll go to the bottom of the long, and I'm looking for anywhere from 2 to 3%. This is nice. This is nice. 2.4%. 2.4% from the bottom of here. We're coming below that low, that liquidity there, and that liquidity there. Three significant lows that we can see here that I'm going to take the stop loss below. There's no need in making your trading any more complicated than it needs to be. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. Some phenomenal levels going on right now. We've got this range. So we are range bound. We've got our volume level set up, which is our value area, which is we can see where most of the volume is being transacted. We can see where the volume has been before, where there was a lot of untapped naked volume levels, which means it's untapped. It means it wants to come and get it. There is a magnet that is pulling the price down to these areas here. There is a magnet that is pulling the price up to this short area here. So what do we want to do? We want to make sure that we are in it to win it. We've got to be in this business to win it. So we've identified some key, brilliant, localized day trading or intraday, if you want to be complex about it, intraday levels on Bitcoin that will make you a lot of money. Make you a lot of money. Certainly going to make me a lot of money this week. That's for sure. So they're the levels I'm talking about. Weekly MPOC there. Weekly level. Daily. That weekly will be, unless we get a sharp move to the downside in the next couple of hours, which is very doubtful because it is the weekend. But we're in this business to win it. Now, of course, by all means, we could open up on Monday morning and we could just literally, somebody decides, Trump decides to do a tweet, and all of a sudden, boom, we're working our way up back to 110K. Fantastic. Or we could get a massive sell-off because Trump's decided to send a flipping missile somewhere that he shouldn't do, and we could get a move back down to these lower 75K levels. Of course we could. But if you traded like that, you're never going to make any moves. You need to be in it. You need to be looking for high probability, high conviction trades. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So these areas I like. These areas I like. Now let's see. I don't think there is. No. There's that one that I've been waiting for. Let's see if we've got any decent anchored VWAP levels. Let's take an anchored VWAP from this. So that's from this point here down at 49K. Swing low, higher low. Support. Where's that landed then? That's landed there. No good. I need one below. I know there were one creeping up somewhere. Let's try this low here before we got our impulsive move to the upside. Yeah, okay. So this one here is around the 80K mark. So there is another area here, but I'm not going to give everything away on this YouTube channel, this YouTube video. I'm going to be probably throughout the week. Let's see what happens first, because I'm interested in this particular area here. Why? Because got that significant low there and this anchored VWAP, which is pretty impressive. So that will be for another video later on this week. But for now, I'm liking those areas indeed. I think I'll pretty much wrap it up there. 15 minutes. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget, if you are interested in getting into trading, if you are interested in starting a new business this year, you might be wanting to get into the investment strategies, which is either trading or long-term holding. Do know that you can start with us for as little as $237 a month. We've got packages that start from $237. You can join our community, you can follow our trade setups, you can get massive alpha information on the charts like this that are very detailed, very complex, but we simplify the complexities of trading, the stock market, crypto, so that you guys can understand. So you get market updates, stuff like that. I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to bring a reality. So if you do want to jump aboard and get mentored by the best in the business, me and my senior coaches, do feel free to click the links in my bios, in the descriptions of these videos that you're watching, and we'll be glad to get you aboard. All right. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next week.